Welcome back. Today we're going to be making rollover spit, or certainly hope to be making rollover spit for the Nova so I can get rolled up underneath it, see what's going on, get some welding done. It's so much better welding like that than it is welding like that. So let's get on, get it built. So, as I said in the intro, building a rollover spit for this today. So I've already built one side of it, just to make sure my plan would work, because I'm not working off any physical plans or anything like that. It's all up here. I'm happy to announce that side has worked pretty well, so I'm going to just knock the other side up. A few little finishing details, hopefully by the end of this program, by the end of this episode, we'll have it rolled over on its side. As it happens, the front of the car with no bonnet on actually works quite well as a metal stand. Anyway, long story short, my stock metal, first thing I like to do with it normally is give it a wipe down, give it a bit of a clean, because it helps save a little bit of that. My hands were black as the ace of spades when I first come to handle them. I've given it a rub down. We'll get the lengths cut for the base frame, we'll get the base frame set up so that we've got something to work from, and then luckily I've got the other stand which I'll use the tube out of the other stand to level up so that I know I've got both frames perfectly straight, so it'll roll, because obviously if they're like that, it's going to roll a bit on a bit cockeyed, a bit skew with. Cut my material, laid my base frame out, checked my diagonals to make sure I'm happy with it, happy with the squareness of it. I know the floor's 99% level. I'm pretty happy with how the floor is. All I've done is just tacked it up just to stop it from moving. What I'll do is I'll flip the frame over, tack the other side up so it's got a half decent hold on it. Then that's the start of it. Basically, we've got the base frame. From there, it's a matter of just building up the rest of the structure. So we've measured it up, we've lined it up. We've got the same gap, the same bar on both sides. Obviously, I've got the round bar through just to hold this at the correct height. So it's just a simple matter now of cutting two supports, get them welded in, and then the third support welded in, finish welding up. What we've done is these are just resting in place. I've chopped up the two supports exactly the same way I did the last time. I've measured it for height wise. All I'll do is just put a couple of tacks in there just to hold it. I've set it up whereabouts I want it on this side of the frame, which will be obviously equal to that one, and then weld them in place. And then that's the bulk of the support done. Once that's done, I'll trim this out, ready to take this square bar, tack the square bar in the right place, and then it's just the one more support to go after that. There we go. Last support in, just tacked in. Now, the angles of these aren't, as far as I'm concerned, not the end of the world, as long as you've got enough support on there to hold it. The thing that matters most is that the bar slides through in and out. Which to me, that means both of these are nice and level, both solid on the floor. We're all good. So all I've got to do now is just finish welding this second frame up, And once that's done, the 2 frames are done, then all we need to do is make some sort of locking system. I'm thinking a little plate with a set of wheels, set of holes in, mounted onto the tube itself, and a little tab off here just so I can literally just pop a pin through at whatever angle that the car's rotated at. That's what I'm thinking. I've already, for those of you who follow me Instagram, I've already knocked up a couple of supports for it. Obviously these are a bit more specific to the Nova. If you were making this for any other vehicle, then you've got to find where you need to be supported from. These have gone into the chassis rails in there, so they're good and solid. And on the back I'm told that the bumper mounts are good enough. There's a couple of strong brackets down there onto the chassis legs. There's not a massive amount of weight in the car once it's done, but we'll see. We'll listen for any unusual creaking or groaning or bending. Yeah, listen for any unusual creaking or groaning or anything like that. But yeah, that's the base frames knocked up. As I say, I'll just finish welding it now, and then that's the frames done. Pinwheel, just cut that out of some nice thick steel, drill a hole through the middle so it fits over the shaft quite nicely. What I'll do is, I'll cut this in half, so we've got half the front, half the back obviously. Weld that onto there, mount it into the frame with a little lug on here, so that I see where my hole is, and then we'll spin it, so we'll draw a circle around it, so I know where to drill the holes, and then I'll just drill a dozen holes or so around there so we can lock it off in any one position. I hope that made sense. If it didn't, then hopefully it will once it's done. Yeah, that's what I was meaning. So now, drill a hole through there so I can mark a circle on there so I know exactly where the holes need to be. And then just a matter of drilling it, say about a dozen holes in that, or however many I want, to get a full rotate on it, and then I'll just put a nut and bolt through there to lock it off. This half of it here will get mounted into that, and the other frame obviously will get mounted in the back. Should only need one means of locking it off, I'm hoping. If not, then I've got some major problems. There we go. Right, so that's it. I've put a little bolt on the back just to lock it so it can't actually come in and out. However, there we are. It'll rotate anywhere through 360 degrees now. So that's how the rotating part of it's going to work. So all I've got to do now is weld that onto the front cross member, and that's ready to go on. With the back one, what I'll do with the back one is probably just drill a hole front and back, bolt it in to stop it from sliding, as long as it can rotate, and then weld that one onto the back one as well. And that's it. Hopefully we'll have this car up in the air soon enough. That's it, done. I haven't really done a lot of filming, so I've just been trying to get on and get it done. We've got it all done and welded up with pivots. So hopefully that should be it, provided the balance is right on it, if everything I've read is true. So what I'm going to do now is I'll bolt them 2 frames back into the chassis. I'm going to jack it up so that it's up off the ground, and I'll just whip all the run gear off at the shocks, bottom arms, anti-roll bars off the front, and then hopefully, touch wood, I should be able to lift it up and actually slide it onto the first part of the spit. The back half I'll jack it up again, whip the back axle out, and then hopefully that should make that light enough to lift up from there. So it'll either be on the spit or I'll be in hospital by the end of the day. Here we go.
Yeah. Seems as though the back of the car is quite a bit heavier than I thought it would be. I might have to go old school and just jack it up on blocks and keep wedging blocks in until I get it up high enough to get that stand under it. But yeah, I mean, it started, we're nearly there. I think it's going to be a good height. See what I do, I'll try and get the back end up and I'll see where we'll go. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm pleased I didn't video it for you guys. On a scale of 1 to 10 of sketchiness, that was like probably the sketchiest thing I think I have ever done. I've had wheels balanced on top of wheels, blocks of wood, buckets, everything just to try and achieve the height I needed here. In hindsight, probably would have been better to have a helping pair of hands just to lift the thing up. Would have been so much easier, but anyone that knows is I'm a stubborn mule and I like to do things by myself. So it's up. Bit of rock about it, but it's creaking and groaning. It is up. I haven't rotated it yet. I'm just about to rotate it for the first time. You guys get to watch it. If it's an epic fail, then hey, £200 on You've Been Framed. Well loaded. I've had to add some extra plates in the back here, and on the inside I just didn't like how that was supported from there. So bigger footprint I think was what's needed. I have seen some things that I really don't like the look of inside there, but you know, in for a penny, in for a pound. You got to break a few eggs to make an omelette. So let's see. I'm going to roll it. Get in. It works. Fraction bit top heavy. I got a bit skitsy when I rolled it a bit further than that, but I think once I get a bit more comfortable with it, I think I should be alright using it. Not going to show you what it's like underneath just yet. I'm going to leave that for the next video, but I'll try and shorten this. Well, I'll try and keep this video as short as I can because this video is like gone way over time. All in all, it's took us probably about a weekend. We'll call it a weekend's work, a couple of days work to build these and to get it up. As I say, lifting up the back was probably one of the sketchiest things I think I've ever done in my life. If you get the chance, just get a couple of lads to give you a hand, or a couple of lasses even to give you a hand. You know, just lift it up enough just to slide that back on that. But we're up. It's sturdy enough there. I can work on it. I can actually get to it. It'll be so much easier welding here than it is welding on your back, as I've said before. Big shout out to the lads at Metal Supermarket. I'll put a link down below to where I got the metal from. Cracking bunch of lads. Just went in, told them basically what I was doing, and they recommended what it was that I needed, and they sorted us out and give us the cuts and everything. So yeah, big shout out to the lads there. We're going to end it there, but now we've got it up and rolling, we can get started on the work. The real work begins. Yeah, so thanks to all the new subscribers. Don't forget, if you haven't already subscribed, don't forget to subscribe just to follow the track on this, just to see how we'll go, how we'll get on with it. Hopefully we'll have it, we should be able to make some decent progress with it now. So yeah, if you've made it this far, thanks for watching. See you next time. Cheers.